Good day, it's salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
I'm not gonna wait, let's go.
Can we get that? Can we make that a normal thing? Where we just make something again?
Let's go with mental breakdown. Anyway, without time, we left our yet to be named adventurers that have given their names to each other in the situation of madness that is a pirate's raid, also known under the banner of Sable Syndicate. You have been momentarily hired under the goodwill of a certain minotaur that gave you the job so that you did not get arrested by the military, the militia of Ire, due to the, arrest everyone, see who's bad, see who had, corrupt dealings, and then figure out what's going on. With also raised questions like, why did the military respond so quickly in a middle of mana storm? Why did the kobolds get sent towards this arcane device that was unstable and they were wielding explosives? Why did the Sable Syndicate also have a bunch of information and who possibly, do we have a mole in the mystical archive? Who do we trust kind of situation? Questions. But right now you guys got paid. You're at currently Ollie's Heavy Hands Mini Mart that's currently full of neon elemental light. Open for business as you're in the underbelly construction area of the train yard with all these gears and pumps and random pistons that are there but no clear indication why it's there kind of situation as these rotating gears with holes in the center of them. Yes, I'm ignoring you.
It's fine. I've got a question. The question will not go away.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've been meaning to ask for clarification.
Yes.
When you say it's the Sable Syndicate, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mean Sable the Marmot, Sable the Color, or Sable the Cookie?
You have not seen it written yet.
Okay.
You've only heard it in word format from a horny imp.
Okay. It's the cookie.
It's the cookie. They're really into grandma's cookies.
It's the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Kobolds in the berets and the sashes and the skirts. Throwing Thin Mints.
You're doing Thin Mints.
No more!
You know it's late for something.
Especially since the freaking people don't know who they're working for. Who are the Sable Syndicate? Who runs it?
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about the Girl Scouts. Who runs the Girl Scouts?
Exactly! It's a full circle! Anyway.
Wow.
You guys have been shopping spree. You just got paid from Rusthide? Oh shit.
Rustworm?
Rustborn, thank you.
Rustborn.
Mr. Rustborn, he gave you money because one, you saved him. Two, you saved his buddy. And he actually, just for clarification, never came up, but it's like he actually vouched for this employee to come and work and stuff like that because he was actually like a family friend kind of situation. Don't ask questions. I know he's a minotaur, but it's one of those things that family's complicated. And you.
And the artificer was, what was his name?
Edwin. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Rustborn.
Nope. Just making sure I get the NPCs down.
Yep. Hey, I appreciate that. So you guys are currently shop spree with various potions and other artifacts. And there's small little old artifacts in there. Some of them are not all new. And for those items that you see, Verosian approved, that is actually a dead civilization that was destroyed by a Taras almost 1,000 years ago. It is now known as the Red Waste. Is it the Red Waste? Yeah, it's the Red Waste. No, the Badlands. I'm getting campaigns mixed up. Point is, it's a wasteland area that warlords currently rule, but the magical items still kind of exist. So if you ever see like these credentials, they're actually like the Verosian magical item numbers because they were heavily in magical control of like approvals for certain magical items. So, but they still exist to this day. That aside, who's buying what, and I shall tell you what price, and bargaining is a thing! So, tell me rarity and item.
Glamored studded leather.
One more time?
Glamored studded leather.
I knew you were going to be after that one.
It's practically made for me.
Yes, it's practically made for you. For the glamour properties, is it a glamored plus? Is there a +1 in there? Sometimes I put that in there.
There is a +1.
Okay, so that would be 1,000 gold pieces. Because
for this Come on.
roll a persuasion, intimidation.
Well, let's do intimidation. That sounds like a good one for me.
All right.
Like, you're never going to sell this. No one's going to be able to take advantage of this.
You can't sell it. Sell several.
So what was that?
It's 13.
Oh, it was a 13. He's gonna look at you up and down. And it's again small gnome, Aussie, heavy hand, kind of balding at the top, big metal arm. Can you put that right there for a moment? Just put it on the counter, right there. Yeah. Put the armor right there. Yeah. He pulls a leader. It goes underneath the floorboard.
Fine. Let's talk about the ooze whip.
Oh, you're into that kind of.
You're never going to sell that thing. Nobody's going to want this. I am literally the only person who could want this. Fucking finally, 23.
23. So it is that one is an uncommon, if I remember correctly.
It is correct and uncommon.
Uncommon. He was selling that one at 300 gold pieces. At 23, he will reduce it by 75 gold. So it would be 215. Which is a solid 215 gold pieces. Actually, hold on.
Hang on, doing math. If it's 300 minus 75 is 225.
You're doing this haggling thing really bad.
Right, I am. 215, I heard you say. Fuck me. Thank you, God. Just slap me next time.
I don't know why he was letting you do it.
You're right. 225. So,
okay, and all right, fine.
if I remember correctly, that is a solid price for a whip like that. Because it has additional abilities and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, it's a character fluff piece at this point. All right, and I'll take a frostbite barrel, put over, and I'll take one of these.
Frostbite barrel, and that's uncommon. Frostbite barrel gives you a +1 or a +2.
It's a +1 cold damage.
+1
Now,
cold
does that
damage.
convert all of the dice damage to cold, or is it
No,
just one?
what it does, it makes the weapon, it makes the attack magical because it adds the +1 cold
I'm gonna do
damage.
that anyway.
Yeah, so it's one of those like, nifty little features. It's like, yeah, the +1 cold damage is not good, but it also makes it a magical attack for purposes of bypassing resistance to immunities to non-magical attacks.
It's 300 for the both of them.
Roll a disadvantage, and this is going to be persuasion.
Persuasion. Good thing. I'm great at those too. At disadvantage. 10.
Make it 350 and you got a deal.
Someone rid me of this troublesome gnome. All right, fine. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I gotta.
Look, it's only
This is
troublesome because you're
sorry.
not on the receiving
I have to
end.
get the right. I have to get the right accent. This is the tiny French.
It's okay. We got to get both there. All right,
Fine. I would take your deal, you filthy gnome.
I haven't bathed in a while, so that is true. But thank you
Yes,
for
I
your
know. Standing downwind, it's mellow time.
Okay, you're pushing it a little far.
French.
Next!
I'll go next.
Alright.
You go next. Hello, little one. There's a lot of
Add
cute.
this back to the
No,
list.
I
of
say this
available
in terms
items.
of not sexual cute. I'm saying you're cute in terms of like if you sold plushies of yourselves, it would really sell. Anyway,
I don't know.
Thank you.
look,
Hey.
it sounded better in my head.
There goes.
I can see that you're taking care of that beard oil, by the way. It's good class. I tried to grow a beard out, and after the age of like 200, you get, yeah. Anyway, enjoy it while it lasts. What do you want?
I believe this is named wrong because I read the. I'm gonna hand
Probably because
It's marked incorrectly.
flame breather staff, and there's nothing about flames in there.
that is correct. This is the flame breather staff. Druidic item. No. Oh shit! What was this? This is this is another staff.
Snake staff.
You can speak the staff command. Yeah. Okay. So this is a different staff. This is the staff of the serpent, if I remember correctly. I just forgot to change the name because I was copy
It
paste.
fits
making
my
everything.
character. She'd just be this, please, and hand it to you.
Yeah, that place. It was uncommon.
Uncommon.
Oh. Make a flat charisma check because you're not asking anything right off the bat.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Charisma is where? I don't. Where is it?
Probably looking for persuasion. Or was it flat
So your
charisma?
charisma's there.
Flat
You're looking
charisma,
for
but the natural 20 is a natural 20.
27, I think. It was.
Yeah, so you just rolled a natural 20. He's like, if you give 100 gold pieces, I'll also throw in this.
Done. She hands the coins over.
You must protect the innocent. And she is very innocent. And you hear the Minotaur go, she just, never mind.
Thank you.
She's still innocent.
I mean, you can innocently eat kobolds as a bear.
It's true.
What? Oh,
Nothing,
druids.
nothing.
Druids, right. Don't fuck with nature, yo.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I have these?
What's this?
Please, please, please.
You
please,
got
please, please,
good taste. What are you offering?
400.
Deal.
Damn, that's way overpriced.
Not for slippers of spider climbing. Do you know how many people want that?
Slippers of spice.
A question on my ability for range. And this
Ask
is
away.
a question to the DM.
Oh, okay. Ask away.
Question to the DM. My ability for range, does that apply to spells made out of items?
Oh, for your sorcerer abilities, no. For spell sniper, I would have to argue yes. For now, yes. I'll do additional research. Actually,
Yeah, because I don't know if it's
because then you get into scrolls.
restricted to the item or if, yeah, exactly. So it's that gray area.
It's for sorcery points, absolutely not, because you're using an item to manifest it.
Right. The sorcery points are okay. That
Yeah,
makes
the
sense.
sorcery points for meta magic, absolutely not, because you're manifesting it through an item, not through raw essence, so to speak.
Right.
Scrolls will be differently because you're using the scroll to manifest powers from yourself. For now, I'll say spell sniper works.
Okay.
Anybody? Okay. All right. There was a few things that I liked in your collection.
And I actually have a question of you as well.
Yes.
I clocked that traditional elven bow back there. It looks like a vicious variety in the weapon.
Yes.
Yeah. Seems to be heirloom. Would you be willing to part with it?
Not the vicious one, perhaps. But what would you offer for it?
Well, I do have, because I see that you're more of a rifle individual based off your hands and stuff like that. I do happen to have he brings out a ornate gnomish rifle. It's a, well, I'll let you take a look at it. He gives you basically the manual.
Oh.
It's basically a one-on-one transaction. It just doesn't have the heritage to it.
Right. I don't care about that.
I knew I liked you.
Yes.
Ha!
I will swap that out with you. You can have that. And then
He takes the bow, so we're going to remove that vicious longbow from you, and you take that rifle.
And then
Which also has the ability to attach things to it as well.
perfect. So I was wondering then because then I can also trade my regular rifle for that, can't I? I won't need the regular one.
I mean, I can definitely take off firearms. I mean, I would never hoard firearms in the place of learning. I would never do that. Also, if you want special type of ammo, ember pit, can't speak in this accent. The point is, I got ammunition as well behind the counter if you want to take a look. Here,
So-
actually, you know what? Here's a menu.
It's laminated.
Yeah.
You have to pass that around.
I will look at that in a moment.
Pass it around to the gunslinger.
And I saw your eyes open over there. Here's another menu.
Let me
Hand it over to
get your pricing on those.
Okay, so are we talking about lump sum? All right, so right off the bat, the ring of protection is a pricey one. That's going to be 1,000 gold pieces.
What it?
Yes.
It doesn't work. This gnome is obnoxious.
Yes, but you're all here. All right, so the boots of Elvenkind, not surprised there. The ember torch barrel, classy lady, and we got the runed triggered guard. All right, so let's see. I would sell this for 150, 50, and then the boots of velvet kind would be 200. So that's a total of 400. But if you do it all together for these 3 items, I'm willing to sell it to you to 375.
Okay. And then if I traded a regular longbow for that.
Yes, sir.
Regular longbow. I have an extra, don't need it.
He kind of looks around to like steampunk wonderland. Like, look, I got your heirloom longbow over here. That's the prize right there. So make a persuasion check.
You can use it as like a contrast.
Regular,
Or you
not
can
regular.
build things
Regular, not
onto
regular.
it.
Contrast. Can I help?
15 plus my persuasion. That is 18.
18. I'll knock 10 gold pieces off.
It'll get rid of it for me. So what would be the total for those three?
I said 375 minus 10. That's going to be 365.
365?
Yeah, for the 2 common and 2 uncommon and common items.
Alright. And there's no budging on the ring, is
The
there?
ring of protection. Everyone wants protection.
I'm sure they do.
I'll just put it on in front of you if you want to keep doing this. Look.
I'm not doing anything. I'm agreeing with you. I'm sure everyone does want it.
Alright.
It doesn't feel the same.
Okay.
Getting shot, stabbed, you know.
Right. That's fine.
Different strokes for different folks.
980.
I don't have enough for that one.
It's not. These are one of the top shelves. We did have a cloak of protection out there.
What does the ring protection do?
That's plus one.
That's plus one.
AC.
There also, if I remember correctly, I had a cloak of protection on these shelves somewhere,
Over there.
which is easier enchantment because it's a lot bigger of an item. Also harder to conceal and stuff like that because it's a massive cloak.
Amongst guys.
Alright, well, I'll do this for now, and I'll let everybody while I peruse the bullets. 365, you said?
Yes.
Done.
Woohoo! I'm gonna eat good tonight. Well, actually, no. It's a lot of repair costs for the arm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's real Sheen. It's real Sheen.
Yeah. Well, you know. Hey, I. Actually, I'm gonna roll a luck check. Natural 20. I did sabotage their braking system.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
so
nice.
they're gonna have a little
so
problem.
they're still going.
Yeah, they're still going. There's a couple of places that they might crash in a few hours, actually. So we could theoretically actually meet them there if they did. If they don't hit it right, they might derail. Yeah, it's gonna be a nasty surprise for them. But you know, it came at the cost of the arm. You are an intimidating person. You've been standing in that corner staring at me. I'm blinking and I don't think you're breathing. Are you breathing, my man?
I would like to purchase the spray.
Yeah. What are you trying to look at?
It's a cloak.
It's a cloak? Ah! That's where the cloak of protection came from. That, straight up 500 gold pieces.
Done.
Alright. Hey, now. Cool.
It's the nicest thing on me.
Straight up.
Just on top of your other cloak.
What's the description I gave on it?
It's a cloak of protection.
Oh, I didn't. I was running out of time then.
It's draconic.
Oh yeah, the description is draconic, meaning it's made from in a draconic fashion. And you can describe it how it looks just for yourself.
What do steampunk slippers of Spider-Man look like?
You tell me.
Suction cups?
Just plungers.
Plungers.
And you're lightweight, you could probably literally be.
I was thinking more like they were like a miniature little crab, like it.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, they're little like crab.
Oh, see, I like the idea that it's like, you know, those mono scooters that you sit on and lean and they go with you, except you stand on them and their little crab legs come out to the front.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like they don't activate until you try to walk on the wall, so they're just like they look like normal shoes, and then they spider out when you get near a wall or a surface that is not completely flat, so that they can burrow in.
I like it.
Terrible for like any terms of like your house. Oh yeah, I'll get that. No,
My wallpaper.
I told you to stop walking on the walls.
the gem encrusted freaking. Ah! Next!
Gonna ruin the upholstery.
I'm interested in these loves of swimming and climbing.
Ah! That was a
For
common?
reasons.
Uncommon?
Uncommon.
Love of swinging and climbing. Remind me what that does again.
Climbing and swimming don't cost you extra movement, and you gain +5 bonus to strength athletics checks to make the climber swim.
100 gold pieces.
And can we do 75?
Make a persuasion check.
At 20.
Nat 20.
So that makes it.
You know what? You're handsome man with that glorious stash of yours.
That's more than 30.
Yeah, he's glorious stash of yours.
Could get lost in
Anyway,
the stash.
take it for 50.
I want to walk barefoot through that man's stash.
I just want to touch it.
Do you even have bear?
John! That's his diary later.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so yeah, take it for 50. Take it for 50. Take it for 50.
Alright, 50.
Oh.
And then.
Hey, you single?
Can I have a picture of
Yes,
you for no reason?
Well, hold on. I have to ask. Are you floating my boat?
Specifically your feet.
Look, I need a straight answer here. Are we go? Are we? Are,
Is it
I
a
don't think
straight
a straight
answer?
answer is possible in this question.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh.
Wow.
This is a very charged session.
Jeff just goes.
Apparently, apparently the mana storm is just getting everybody.
Something in the air, I'm sure.
And it's like physically hot in this chamber, and you can see him. He's like, oof. All right, well, I need to continue. I need to lose 10 pounds before I ask that.
It's just birth rates rise as the mana storms continue.
He turned off the
rabbit
radio.
that leaves the groups.
And then
Anything else?
I'm actually looking to get some of these fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some ammunition.
All right, ammunition. What you looking for? You looking
I will
for?
send you a list.
Oh, you'll send me a list?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
send
yeah.
you a list.
Here, I'll just pass out more. Here. Because they got the list. Here's the menu. You can keep them. Don't worry.
I don't
I
know.
don't
menu?
need it. I don't need it.
Menu?
We don't need
menu?
it.
Menu? Okay. Right. And the listing is their ammunition. There's the actual, yeah, they're still making, like, depending on how you do it and stuff like that. I'll give you the final checks and balances and stuff like that. Right. Well, thank you again for shopping at the mini mart, Mr. of Ozzy's Heavy Hand. If you need anything in terms of custom-made items or tuning up material, I do have fees and I do help with employee discounts. He looks over to the Minotaur and the Rustborn goes, well, if you continue to follow me, we will finish up with the quick certifications of making you, give you basically papers that will be part of our current systems of what you desire, because the only person that doesn't need that is her. I would say you as well, but the first thing that popped up is that you have tax fraud.
What?
Anyway, it doesn't look like he's done shopping either. Anyway, so...
No, that is completely wrong. It's completely wrong.
Lie.
You have to be open for at least a year to be able to have your taxes done.
Look, I didn't get into that kind of situation. It was just saying you were wanting... Anyway.
Sorry, you notice I've completely dropped my accent.
Yes, I did notice that. Yes. So, if you follow me, we will follow with the certification process. I'm giving you papers that you can work with so that you can walk around town without any major problems, especially since you were part of this, unfortunately, tragic event of history. Oh, Ozzy, you said you took out the brake system? And how, bitches? That didn't answer my question. Oh, right, yeah, I took out their braking system. I basically had to sacrifice my arm, but yeah, there's several key locations that, well, I'll give you the list of, like, possible locations that could theoretically derail because they had no brakes. Right. But they did have artificers with them and Warforged, which is concerning. And also, they do pretty much everything about the security systems in the details. Yes. I already got to that conclusion. Give me a list of concerns and observations that you did during the raid and send them my way when you have a moment. Yeah, sure, no problem. And Rustborn, David's gone, says, if you follow me, I will show you your basic sleeping quarters along with possible alternatives of sleeping locations for at least for the moment while you're here, while you're waiting for your certification. If you decide to wish to bunk here, just speak to me and show your badge. Show your badge at various entry points here for the bunker areas, and you can go in. So no problems, no questions asked on the
Who
situation.
has the typewriter thing?
Oh, the half elf disappeared as soon as he got into the techie area, and he's currently kind of working in the back with it. Efren. Right, so here are the bunks. These are basic areas. There's 3 tall, and he's showing you the area. It's basically public use bunking area if you so desire to use them. Many of you are still injured. He actually brings you over to like a medical center where several clerics are currently healing a lot of wounded. They're currently dealing with people that are on death's door kind of situations. So if you want to like get attention of a cleric to try to give you a little bit of healing, you can try to do so if you so desire. Apparently Amazon Prime showed up.
Not sponsored.
Apparently mailing delivering is still happening in the middle of a mana storm. And anyway, so the barracks is bare bones, a lot of metal, a lot of beds with springs. Dice!
Was supposed to be here till Tuesday, and it's now here 2 days ahead of time.
Anyway, so it is nothing much to speak about in terms of actual bunking. There are 3 tall on both sides. It looks like they took a couple of train cars that have a bunch of bunk beds and actually took them off to the side and actually permanently placed them in certain parts of the building to make for, guard barracks and all that, at the same time sleeping chambers and waiting halls and stuff like that. And part of the medical station is actually part of like several train cars that have been welded together, and then like the center parts have been knocked out so that it makes a bigger chamber and stuff like that. You can also notice that at the lower parts of the sub-level where these sleeping chambers are, you notice that there's big, expansive open areas that lead into the Underdark that has all these fluorescent mushrooms that grow along with parts of the central cavity. Basically, giant tubes, constructs, and platforms are all knit together in a giant factory that have continued to root down and further into the Underdark that is currently actively pumping out raw, like elemental force deeper in the earth itself, beyond the deep depths of the Underdark. Well, make yourself comfortable. Who wants to start their certification process first? Cool! You, follow me, jump on this chair. Alright, look right here, and you look like almost like a shootout gun range, like circle red mark area. Keep your eyes right there. He pulls the lever, a giant metal box tube goes over your head, and it gets very bright. Make a Constitution saving throw, but not to make a weird face while it's taking your photos.
I'm making a weird face. I rolled a 1.
That's you come out, you swear your eyes are like dilated as massively as possible. What kind of weird face are you making? Yeah. So, and the potential comes out with needles that are going of a tinker construct that it just prints these things out. And here you go. And here's your face of just like. All right, who's next?
Me next.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
I got a.
Don't act like this hasn't happened.
No, I
19? What face would you like to maintain? Yeah, it's still like a little whited out, but you actually have a pleasant face going. Your eyes hurt.
Ow!
I'm blind. Ow.
I can't see anything.
Next!
I'll go.
Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
One thing I don't really do. 15.
15, you just make it. So you make a decent face, but it's also a little too like forced on it. Yeah. Next.
16.
16, you decent photo.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation for what?
Just cleaning myself up.
Ah.
I don't have.
Please
I
fail.
just I have
Well, with
I have
president,
stubble, but I'm in there going like this.
I imagine with presidentation, it's also advanced enough that you can also groom and prep your beard and stuff like that.
But I only have stubble anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have an actual.
You still do it.
I'm sorry. Anyone else rolling?
That's you, man.
And what am I doing?
Constitution.
First roll with the new die, by the way.
And what was it?
So that's going to be a 19.
Oh, you turn just in the right moment so that you get the dramatic side picture.
Three-quarter side.
somehow your ID goes. It's just a trick of the light. Every time somebody sees it, there's like a reflection that goes.
All right, you can stay, die.
And then we got two left. So who's
beautiful
going
fire
next?
die inside, and the light won't do it justice. But yes, in a liquid core with fire.
Do you want to make new credentials with different names, or do you want to keep your old?
I'll keep mine. It's fine.
Oh, very well. He stamps yours to show that you've been to the checkpoint area and background certified. All right, yeah. From where are you from?
Oh, from a small town south of.
No, that guy.
Ah, good. Almost had to lie.
Am I required to?
What nation are you from? Or do you just prefer not to say?
I prefer not to say.
Normally, under normal circumstances, that didn't save my life. I would say bullshit, but you're good. So, all right, stare straight, smile, pulls the lever.
Natural 19 makes it a 22.
Okay, do you want
Still
handsome,
have the cowl.
or do you want handsome or creepy?
Just put it on, just.
No bullshit. He takes off. You're like you have to have a face photo.
Dead stare.
Dead stare.
It's a mugshot. That's her.
God damn. Here's your.
I know. Yeah.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
Just a credential that looks like it's going to eat you.
And when I say certification, think like I don't want to say passport, but it's like a mini book that is the size of an actual like a Bible kind of situation. So it's big and it actually shows like certain areas that you've checkpointed, who signed off of your background situation, along with a certain arcane code that is meant for security checkpoints kind of situation.
A tracking book. Just what I wanted.
I know, and you know, I got one for my 18th birthday. I was so excited. Right, welcome to the City of Ire. And welcome to the employment of the Mistral Archive for as long as you see fit. If you want immediate employment, I do have a missing chief in command that sent an SOS during the raid. That also happened.
I'm in.
I can also use assistance in terms of, well, technically you're holding on to Mistral Archives property in that artifact over there, and we need to send that to the City of Rose.
I need to be with it.
And that's why I haven't taken it from you yet.
Thank you. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of paperwork. Okay, so
Shiny.
I can't drop that. All right, Bridget, I can't drop that. Understand me when I say acting head of chiefs of security. I cannot give that to you in good faith yet.
That's fine. I just need to be with it.
You're getting creepier by the moment, by the way. Okay, so I need
Let
to
me
send
write it
it.
out for you, Mr. Man.
I need to send it to the City of Rose.
Bahamut told me I needed this.
My boss. He said I needed it.
I think mine outrings yours.
I doubt it.
What, the Andrew?
Bridget?
Yep.
Bridget? Most people probably have never met Bahamut.
Well, that's why I didn't think that he was telling the truth.
And I don't think you did either, but that's all right. It's just...
But the thing, it's still going.
you know
I can
what?
kind of see it.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, you see a giant glowing like thing underneath her clothing.
Shiny.
It's like on the it's like upper spine of her back, but I mean,
I'll take a look at that in a little bit if you don't mind. I might be able to help decipher if that's something going on there.
Sure.
Unless you're comfortable after this. We'll do it. We'll do it after that.
sure. As long as it's behind closed doors, I don't care. But I do care about that.
All right, drop your clothes, little bunny.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Creepy.
You like gladiator movies?
So even Jeff goes,
Everyone hated that.
Karlak disapproves.
Carla.
Who did you say sound on SOS?
the chief in command.
And that is who?
Shit. That, me forgetting and stuff like that.
Sounds like the kind of person who could release that into his care.
Oh, is that your boss? Then we definitely.
No wonder I couldn't find out. It was all the way in the back. It was... I made a lot of characters. I made a lot of characters. All these characters.
Oh, that's what that is.
Sorry.
I was curious, like, what is that noise?
It's just a steam relieving itself. Captain Rogar Dane. RHOGARDAIN. He's chief of security, but right now I'm
that's
acting.
somebody we've met then.
No, he was actually out on duties investigating a location that I was not a part of the conversation. He said it was above my pay grade, but he was investigating some sort of like tunnel tracks area. Again, I don't know. He probably has additional notes in the office. I'll go investigate on my own when I have times. Actually, I'm not that good at it. If you want to insist on that part as being, if you decide to be hired onto this assistance, one, you'll be handsomely compensated for the task of the job, and also you possibly might be having a chief of security indebted in your service.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I can help with that. Yeah.
Now, this is going on the assumption that he is alive, he's not captured, and he's not a turncoat. There's just too
Smell
many.
a lot of if coming off.
There's a lot of if right now. I highly doubt it would be him as being the mole because he activated his SOS signal through actually the badges that you have. That's like the simplification version, but you are able to basically give a 25 bit of a sending to the security office that is in the Mr. Archive. Oh, wait. Yeah, they exploded that. Shit. Alright, so the word thing about sending the message to the security office and all that is currently inoperable. Because the first thing that they did when they got here, the Raiders, the Sable Syndicate, they blew that up. So that's going to be out for a number of weeks until we get that up and operational. So that actually caused problems in terms of what I was going to do. Alright.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, who's in charge of acquisitions around here?
Acquisitions? Well, we do have a drow lady on that. Actually, I think you were the one that met her. Yeah, she's usually the one that meets hired help.
Have you seen her lately?
No, I have not. I don't have the sending spell, so all our communication structure is completely disabled at the moment because they took out our fucking command station. So we're currently sitting with no information whatsoever. She was, well, okay. He takes up a few papers and stuff like that. Alright, so it did happen on her lunch, apparently. We take lunches. And I know she likes to go out for lunch. She doesn't like to eat at the the main eating area that everyone else eats, including all the rest of the population travelers. She likes to go to fancy places. So she's probably locked outside and can't get in because right now everything's locked out.
Alright.
But yeah, I would love to talk to her. If you see her, let her know that I want to talk.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Where's this office that you
oh
want us to
yeah,
be at?
if he like shows you where the office is, actually sub-level 2 area, where the like a lot of bunk banks are. It's actually a very open office setting kind of situation. It does have a lock and key kind of situation, and he's like, fuck it, and he full blown kicks it down, and you hear beep beep beep. It's just another alarm at this point, so it's like, what's 1 to another 100?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so this is the office, and you see a nice little office. Definitely taller individual and taller folk individual. Not to the point of the Minotaur status, but this is a full-blown single room office that's actually just underneath the sub-level, so that you actually have a window that's giving a perfect view into the open sections of the Underdark area, where you're seeing a lot of the mushrooms and stuff like that. That is actually makes it so like, oh, it's kind of like hanging underneath the actual like roof of the subterranean level. You see a lot of hardier wood desks. You see bookshelves. You see a lot of tinker materials in terms of like typewriters, communication devices, and other stuff like that. And you see a little bed in the corner, suggesting that he doesn't leave the job often. So, what are you doing? What kind of roles would you like to do? What are you trying to attempt?
So there is a person in this room.
Alive.
No,
Oh,
no, it was empty.
what were you saying? You were describing a tall...
The room has been accommodated for taller folk
Oh,
individuals.
sorry.
And for like smaller folk individuals that are in the party, that would be immediately like, oh, this is meant for...
Taller than human?
Make an insight check.
I want to go rifle through the desk.
Okay.
Start looking through
I'm
all
gonna
the
look at the
papers.
You immediately find a locked drawer. So,
That's where Ferris.
yeah. Aye! Yes!
No, not Jeff.
Oh, sorry.
My
Ferris?
little stody friend.
Ah, fuck.
So
Do you know how to pick locks?
He spits acid.
I spit acid.
Go for it.
wow, this is
He
sad.
does 1 point of acid damage and destroys the internal locking mechanism.
Cool. So you just.
No, it didn't do enough damage to bypass the lock. How'd I do?
How big is the
Just
opening?
made it
Since
worse.
since it's in a larger desk.
Yeah. So it's one of the like where paper would be stored and stuff like that. So it's like a bigger container. But are you talking about the size of the
Yeah.
lock?
Mm-hmm.
The size of the lock is meant for like
Like a regular, like
Regular key.
like a me-sized key or a Minotaur-sized key.
your size key.
Okay, so she couldn't do that.
18 straight up.
Yeah. So right off the bat, someone probably about 6'2", 6'8".
Oh,
So yeah, a little taller than a human would normally be.
or just taller.
Because you're looking at
just
like
taller than me.
yeah, you're looking at the chairs and where things
I'm
are.
6'2", so.
Yeah. So, and you're looking around with that additional insight, you're gaining that he's actually like a dragon. You don't see any pictures, though. He's not a very picture-friendly person. But at the same time, you saw like how they take pictures around here. So,
I was gonna see if if Rustborn, like, just if he can just yank the drawer open. I mean, he's pretty strong. If he just gives it a,
yeah,
It's just
no,
wood.
he's gonna give it a try. And you notice that this is like a reinforced metal like trace desk, so it's like a heavy area because
oh, I thought it was just a regular wood desk.
yeah, he like full blown lifts the desk upside down, like tries to shake it while holding onto the drawer, and you hear rustle, and puts it back down. It's like,
Nope.
you know, they really put their efforts into the cabinetry here. Cabinetry?
Furniture.
Furniture.
Carpentry?
I'm having a stroke.
Can I check and see if there's obviously there's a locking mechanism. Can I see if I can find a way to disengage the locking mechanism
Without the lock?
Without the lock.
Yeah, make an investigation check. Heart current. In the process of you guys doing this, there's actually a little bit. You notice that Mr. Rustborn, he stops, and those that have higher insight, you realize that he's receiving a message right now, and he's like, "Understood. I will meet you at the front plaza. Be there in about 5 minutes." Hey, apparently an investigator just showed up. I'm gonna go meet him and explain a few things and give the rundown of the situation. Do what you need to do. Try not to break things too much in here. The more you break, the more paperwork that you have to fill out and that I have to fill out. So just, between professionals, don't do that. Good luck.
21, 18, and 3.
21? Oh, yeah. In the middle of that, you're like, You're like, make a thieves tool. Since you're able to basically bend a couple thieves tools in specific areas so that you can get around and wrap around the actual locking mechanism so that you can rotate it.
Is that just normal sleight of hand check?
So it's I know you're proficient in it. It doesn't list it, so it's going to be
Proficiency and dexterity.
proficiency and dexterity. Do you have expertise in it?
No. I mean, wait, dexterity. Dexterity is +3. Proficiency is... Where's proficiency hiding? Is that just your level?
It's your proficiency bonus.
You might have expertise in it as a rogue.
Middle of the page. Almost dead center.
Yeah, there it is.
If you look in your tools...
Yeah, I see. I have tools, but it says... I don't think I have expertise. I think I just have... Let me check.
You don't have... Well...
I think we're too low level for expertise.
No, rogue, you would start king. Actually? Huh? Alright.
Oh, no. Wait. Where is that? I know it's here somewhere. That's 12th page. One of the first things I think.
I'm pretty sure that you have expertise in these tools. I want to say that you do. So I'm going to roll with expertise. It's just an additional +2 on top of it. So you're doing a +3 +4.
So it'd be +5 without expertise, right? Dexterity is 3, proficiency is 2.
Yes.
That is a 14 on the dice. So
The DC?
19 with my normal bonuses.
With the investigation, stuff like that, the DC was lowered from a 20 to a 15 because you successfully investigated properly. So you unlock it, and you see just piles of documentation. Just paper, of just daily logs and stuff like that.
Is there anything kind of under the stack? Because obviously the papers are going to be jumbled from having the desk flipped
You know what?
around.
I'm not even going to make you roll. I'm just going to use that other investigation check. There is a hidden... You take the whole... it comes out with the whole paper rack pretty easily. It's designed to do that. And you notice there's a little keyhole at the very back end of that cabinet. On the floorboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I can pick that lock too.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice. And 19 on the dice.
19. You've done it 1,000 times. What's another 1 to that pass? The whole thing slides to the side, and you're wondering where does it actually slide into at that point. But, carpentry and stuff like that, they can get really fancy. And you notice that there's nothing else in there apart from a mechanical pen.
Oh, let's examine that.
Don't touch it.
All right.
I want to look at it before you pick it up.
Fair enough. Check for traps.
What numbers are on the pen?
72.
I turn my pen to 72 and look around the room.
You don't need to look around the room because you're looking directly at the pen, and you notice that there's scrolling on the floor in a visible ink.
What does it say?
It's a general report of and description of basically where he's going. And let me double check.
Sorry to interrupt there.
No worries.
There was an arcane moment there that I needed to assert my
Expertise.
And for
expertise.
Those,
Expertise.
Shiny?
for those that are not involved, go to roll an Arcana check so that you can get a little bit of context of what just happened.
Shiny? I was just gonna
14.
walk over to you.
14? Magic.
The two tiny ones.
3. I got nothing.
Yeah, magic be magic, right? Anyway, so written at the very bottom of it, and you can tell that this is meant to like expire in 7 days. So this is a private message location, so that people that know him or are investigating his whereabouts, and apparently this might be a protocol for only certain trusted individuals because of the nature of smuggling and stuff like that. So there was a bit of a writings explaining that there was a hidden smuggler's route that he was going to go investigate with a handful of individuals. The reports that were given told that he needed 20 men to go investigate this. He only took 10 because why would I empty half the garrison of the Mystical Archives? That is alarming. If I am not reachable, or if the worst happens, please do not come to my assistance. Protect the Mystical Archives. And he also leaves a couple of numbers that are not related to anything. It just says 442-1373.
442-1373. Thank you.
And it's interesting. He says not to come look for him when he activated his SOS beacon.
442-1373, huh?
Going to make an intelligence check. You're a businessman, so you might know something.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not like an intelligent, very...
Yeah, but still, you might know something.
Because it's just a button.
True.
I love this die.
Is it? Or do...
I love this die.
Can
Intelligence.
anybody push that? Or is
So
it
a
tuned to
19.
the person?
This is a personal safe box. These are numbers that would lead to a personal safe box. Now, the key is not there, but it is the number that you would give to say, hey, give me the...
Unfortunately, our man who might know where a personal safe box would be held has left us. Where do we think it might be? These numbers are probably to...
Personal safe box in a bank.
All right. Anyone local that knows? No, none of us are local. Only going kind of suspicious us running around asking where the bank is.
He did give that he was going into the a abandoned underrail lines, and he did give like this is like he drew a small like underrail line area. But this is where I'm at.
But he also
we just got
added,
paid.
Yeah.
Going to the bank makes sense.
But we have to ask around. Oh, yes, true. And we want to go to a place of prestige, and so should we want to deposit some funds in a bank that someone would be associated?
But I can see the question being asked is we're not from here, why would we want to put money in a bank here?
Right. Good point.
Looking to sell them.
Good point. By the way,
Since I work for an organization, I've been paid with an unspeakable amount of untraceable
You
wealth.
still feel it in the back. Oh, by the way.
It weighs more than I do.
Oh, well, you could just put it in your stash now.
Well, I was like, would there be a place where I would transfer the things so I don't have to carry it? Like, is there a location where I would leave it in in the city, rather than trying to transport it back to ostensibly the free cities?
Oh, no. The first thing you do, the reason why you actually dropped off here, why the Mystical Archive is such a good place to do transactions like these, is because you don't have to enter the city to actually do these transactions.
Okay. So I'm actually expected to take that giant cube
and leave the city and go back to your contacts information outside of the city.
so, but Phineas, that if I can explain, there is writing here that's invisible. It was written with that pen. That quill. I have a similar one. I can attune its ink to a number based on what I place on the pen. But he didn't change the pen's number when he wrote it. So I'm attuned to my pen and changed the frequency that I could see, and could see his writing that he had written. So we have another pen. These are common. They're out there. The trick is knowing what the frequency is, so you can see these things. You, sir, if I can get your vibe, I think you might be someone who has folks who might make markings in dark alleys.
Or light alleys.
particularly light alleys, since the fact that no one else might see the said markings unless they knew the frequency of the pen that writ them. So I will offer it to you if you want. No one's here to see. I don't think there's any scrying eyes in here.
You can roll perception, but scrying eyes are usually invisible, and you don't have see invisibility.
No, I
So,
don't.
yeah, you look around. Yeah, it looks clean.
I don't see anything
Did you say
invisible.
he's going to the Underdark? Is that where it said he went?
It is a real system within the Underdark. Yes.
Would that be the same place that I saw her riding the elevator up?
Ah,
Good memory, and yes,
I wrote it down.
yes.
smart.
So I'm going to have my pen scrawl these what I'm seeing that has been writ,
Okay.
but in invisible ink to me on my number,
Okay.
so that we have reference of what was
Yeah,
writ there.
and yours doesn't go away.
Unless I'm not marking this one to go away.
Yeah. Well, yours is not upgraded to have a time duration.
Oh, I didn't realize that was part of the upgrade. I knew that.
That's part of the upgrade system. It's at the very, very end.
Well, it's server building. I'm sorry. Yep. Self-erasing ink. My apologies. Oh, wait a minute. That's an upgraded one. Here, you can have mine.
All right.
I'm going to take the
that'll work.
upgraded one, please.
Add that. Yeah. There you go. Make another intelligence check, just straight up intelligence check.
All right. It fell out of my dice tray, but I'm going to keep it. It's a low roll. So straight up intelligence, it's
Yeah.
going to be a 5.
A 5. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Because, yeah, it would have been a 7 if I had rolled
But
inside
yeah,
the-
but for now,
the
going to
pen.
pass out the calligraphy's pen to this man over here, so he knows what he's dealing with.
Can I tell you what? Before I do this, can I hold on to both, and then when I attune to the first one and I'm good with it, that it works the way I think, and I can hand you the other one?
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to make sure that it really truly is like it's mine. It's my precious. It's mine.
Kind of wants the semi-precious.
Creepy.
No, indeed. I will offer my current pen to you if this new one does what I hope it can do.
Fair enough.
There are also like 4 other locked drawers on this cabinet. This is just the first cabinet that he opened up.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a D5 over here. And I'm like, all right, yeah, you got that one.
A D5?
Yeah. You
Oh.
roll a D6, re-roll 6.
Oh, okay. Well,
You just happen to get the one that has something in it.
Do we want to check the other drawers?
you can just pick up the drawer. Someone can pick it up and shake it. Anyone strong enough? No.
Oh, the Minotaur already did.
Yeah, he literally picked up the entire like.
But all we heard was noise. We couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Can I pick up all the kind of the log papers that I'm kind of sorting through
Sure.
and just kind of
What are you looking for specifically?
I'm
Because
just-
these seems to be case studies of like problematic travelers that are both in the region.
so I just want to look at them kind
Hey,
of
you want me in there?
the last like just look with the last week and just see kind of what kind of pattern there might have been in the people that
if
they
there's
were
a pattern
running
in
into.
there, going to make an investigation check.
There's one in there about
19.
19. Raw 19.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the DC 20, but I will give you something. What should I give you? There are more and more unscrupulous ruffians that seem to be coming through the train station over the last week. And more people have been, not back to back, but occasionally finding and losing their way into back rooms.
It's about what?
Back rooms,
I
meaning
see.
areas that are not meant for the public.
Is there any kind of pattern as to type of individual?
Non-human. There was even one of them. Sorry, lots of drows. Underdark, not surprising. Kobolds, strangely enough, they occasionally come through. A Goliath that apparently got drunk and started causing havoc with the dwarves. And a couple of humans. but it all ended within the last week, and this is over a course of like hundreds of you're finding that they find themselves somehow into restricted access areas.
Is it the same area? Or same areas? Or
The sublevels where the auctions are happening, yes.
But
it,
what are you finding there, Morgan? What are you finding?
this is that there was a pattern of individuals finding their way into a specific area by mistake over the last week. Maybe things you would normally expect to be here, like kobolds.
So is it an area that perhaps we could accidentally find ourselves in?
I don't think we have to accidentally find ourselves into it since we work for the archive. It's the sub-level where the auctions are. So we could go there, but
that's
obviously
not-
they were looking for something.
But I think they were looking for
Maybe.
what Brigitte found, right?
What she's got,
I want- Sorry, I want to say Brigitte.
But I'm just kind of surprised that no one picked that up or saw that there was a pattern of
Maybe
where
he
they
did.
were ending it up.
Yeah, well, they're understaffed, right?
Always. There's actually several inquiries. God, I wish I had. It's just like
have to-
written.
But I think we have to tell Rustborn when he gets back what we found, and figure out if he wants to go searching in the Underdark for him.
Well, he certainly left that message on purpose for folks that he trusted to find.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can. I don't know if you're catching that. This is his actual voice.
Mm-hmm.
This is not Gideon's fake voice. This is his real voice. So, I think that he truly is looking for someone to follow him.
Even though he says not to. Now, here's the question that I want to ask about the Mistral Archives Pass, right? Because we kind of mentioned that just a second ago about whether or not they are attuned to the specific person. So to set up that SOS beacon, it has to be the person who holds that pass. It can't just be anyone, or can it be anyone who finds the pass can set it off?
Is it attunable?
I don't think so, but I just want to. I'm just.
If the badge doesn't say attunement required, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
It does not.
Then it's basically whoever picks it up.
Okay, so we know that he sent out an SOS beacon from that, right? But was that him that sent it out? Do we still want to go look for it?
Trap?
Maybe.
I think I know where he went. When I came in the morning.
It's like the afternoon, so yes, it's still morning. Sorry, it was like. Actually, no, it's only been like an hour and a half since everything went down, so yeah, it's still morning.
No idea what time it is.
Let's say 11:23.
I saw read my notes. It says hidden moving walkways into the refining areas. It's not well used, but there were a bunch of footprints in the dust.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an idea of where he went.
And does it align with this? And I show him the ink that has not been covered up because I don't have that pen attuned yet.
He's just opening up a blank page.
Oh, sorry.
That's
There
not
you
how
go.
it works.
It goes. I can make it.
Oh, can you make it visible?
I can make it visible by touching it, right? If I do. Oh no.
Yes. It's either invisible ink or regular ink.
Shit. Unless you're attuned to it.
Unless you're attuned to it. So it's like,
Crazy.
I figured you had just read it out loud or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I had figured as well.
yeah.
Right. Tell you what. You scribble down what you recall, and I will tell you whether or not it's what I have. Does that work?
Yeah.
So let's get a quick.
This feels
Get a
convoluted.
quick map of where I saw it.
Does
Yeah.
it?
Do they line up?
We should,
It has a resemblance. Well, good.
go
Good.
through the rest of these drawers just to be sure.
You definitely heard some more stuff rattling around in there. It's a full drawer. A full desk.
Perfidious, if you would.
I'm trying.
Alright. Go ahead and make 4 more thieves checks.
We're just gonna call that +5. That's a 19.
Success?
That's a 9.
Nope.
12.
Nope.
And 9.
Welcome.
9.
Third
So,
level.
all right. I'm gonna roll a D. No, this is
This
gonna
is
be
a bunch of 4s.
Yeah, it's gonna be a D4 in this case. Okay, I'm gonna say that you opened up the very top drawer where it actually slides out and has the most flat area. That's the first one you go through because you're like going through the entire thing. And this drawer, you've had better days. You've had better days, but you're also going down from that adrenaline high. So you're like,
I've had plenty of days where I wasn't shot out of a catapult.
yeah, you know that, yeah. So you open up the main drawer and it's a bunch of
Not
loose.
as many as you might think.
Do you want me to give it a go? I can borrow them. Borrow your thieves' tools and.
The DC will be slightly higher because due to the nature of repeating, trying, and failing situation. So go ahead for the other 3 drawers.
And is that a dex check or is that a
It's going to be, are you proficient in thieves tools?
I don't think so.
It does. You have Thieves Tool right there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Never mind.
She has
So
them,
that-
but does that mean she's proficient in them?
What's in her? It's in
Well,
her
it says
tools.
it's in her tools under proficiencies.
Oh,
Tools and proficiencies,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
So, yeah,
Is it a dex?
D20 plus dex plus proficiency.
that woman
Plus
never,
6.
never ceases to amaze me.
15,
15, success.
19,
Success.
You're plus 6, right? You're 4 and
Oh.
2.
so 20.
Yeah.
20. But, yes, you succeed. You succeed harder.
10.
The last one, that last time, especially since it's the second fail, you hear it tink, and you break off the tip of your tool inside the lock, jamming
Son
the
of a
lock.
bitch.
Taking the lock and the stoat sneezes in your ear.
It's cute until the bad moment, right? But you got the other, so I'm gonna roll
Big
a.
rope for Jeff.
I'm gonna roll. Okay. So you open 4 of the 5 containers. So basically, at the top one, you find basically it's a junk drawer. You find right off the bat, you find a dagger +1.
Sweet.
Yep, that one doesn't require an item card. It's just a dagger +1. So it's and it's a draconic dagger. So it's very like angular and like extra flares to it that are completely like not needed, but it's like it's dragon.
Pretty.
You also find a palm pistol.
Any extremely strong cinnamon candy.
Yeah. You find a bunch of candies inside of it, like cough drop candies kind of situation.
For a dragon.
Does anyone?
Look, he gets sore throats and stuff.
I do recommend.
Just
I do
straight
recommend
dragon
holding
juice.
on to those what appear to be candies. They might actually will have to do some like detect magic or something. They might be something more
Snap.
than they seem.
How many?
Literally like 20 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
There's also a deck of playing cards.
Sweet.
A magnifying glass.
Anyone want to draw a card? No. Is it a full 52 deck or
It's a full
21?
52 deck.
Good.
Okay.
And they're like bigger, thicker cards. So
Okay.
they're like good cards.
All right.
And the last, and there's a couple handful of like crumpled up notes, and a couple other notes that are just like random, like things to do today, things to check up, who to speak to, any special like occasions that are happening today, random notations that he's like for the moment
I'm
kind
gonna,
of situation.
I'm gonna take a close look at those who to speak to's though. I want to know who he's talking to.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a general investigation check then, as you're doing a deep dive of like who is this guy communicating with.
Just his mom.
Okay.
Dear mama.
Let's see.
By the way, let me have your paper that you gave me there for Phineas. The one you wrote down the map and so forth.
It's a sucky roll.
Whoosh! It just goes. It erupts in flames, and as I touch it,
It's a 9.
it disappears.
A 9. It's
Don't worry.
But
running-
at least I
have-
can put those names down.
Yeah, you can put it's a bunch of random people's names that have no correlation to, and you don't see any pattern to it. It is literally like I'm doing my job as chief of security. I'm making like tasks and schedules and patrols
okay.
and new security details and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just basic job stuff.
And by the way, I didn't say do a word. I just touched it, and it went up in flames.
So going back to the drawer that was above the drawer that had a hidden part to it. So there's the flat, there's the big drawer on the right side, and then there's medium drawer on the right side as well. You open up that one, you find more documentation and papers that are in stock formats. You find time cards, schedule sheets, and basically communication records of like for the people that is specifically in the guards of like, okay, who worked what times, who's going to work the next patrol, who's working in pairs. who's going to be working in what part of the building, that kind of stuff. And it's been constantly reopened and archived farther and farther back. And you notice that this drawer goes like 20 feet long, so it's like magically enhanced so that it has additional like compartments inside of it. So it's all that kind of stuff, and it's truly just like logging in and out and stuff like that. Going to the top left one, because you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is the big one on the left side. You open up that one, and this one is where he keeps a lot of his scissors, his paper clips, post-it notes, that kind of stuff. Look, sometimes you just need like basic shit, you know. But go and make an investigation check.
Come on, man.
Perception check. Perception check.
Perception check. Okay, let me roll
This
it.
would be a different, perception.
Like, come on. Really? Yeah, that doesn't. The hell is it doing? It doesn't even know. 14 plus 6, that's a 20.
20?
Oh, wait, no. Plus proficiency is 22.
Perception's plus 6, yeah.
What? And,
Yeah, right here.
22.
yeah, which is,
Going
yeah,
once.
22. Yeah.
Going twice. Sold! 22. You notice another hidden little area.
Ooh.
You actually move out like the bunch of roughage and stuff like that, and there's a small little, and you don't even have to lock it. It is literally a push and slide, and you open it up, and you notice that there is a small little picture frame of a full-blown adult brass dragonborn with a female dragonborn, smaller, petite, green, and a small little youngling, maybe 2 years old, in his hands.
Aww.
Oh, no. Okay.
With the just brightest smile, and currently clearly looking directly in the light of the camera, of the light up display of like taking the bright light. She failed her constitution saving throw and making a weird face.
Okay.
It clearly, with passive insight that I know from you, clearly he's a private individual because he has to be because of his job title.
Okay.
If he just says, I have a family of kids, people will try to target him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take that with me because I don't want to leave it for anyone else to find and put them in danger while we're trying to find out where he is.
Do you have a safe place where you might put that?
I'm just gonna tuck it into a little pouch and one of my
Because
little
if
pockets.
we get let's say jumped in an alley, we could find ourselves having that picture, and then it becomes a greater risk. Do we have a hiding spot there, Perfidius, that this might go into?
Nope.
It's okay. I mean, it's. Yeah, I'll just hold on to it.
Perfidius, you're holding on to this calligraphy pen, right?
I think he
No, I
kept
was
it.
carrying. I had them both.
Well, you've
Because-
seen it now.
Because
Go
I'm
ahead and roll a
going
base
to
intelligence check.
attempt to attune to that pen. Is what I'm attempting to do over the next hour.
9.
9. Yeah, it's a calligraphy pen. It can write invisible ink. You've seen them a lot in the underground society, as much as you see it in governmental work as well. It's a very good like pen to communicate to specific people that have specifically like arcane frequency tuned like tech for that invisible ink, or if you see invisibility. Like, but that's a higher level spell. It's like.
And I had a question. Since I managed to, like, open the other drawer that had a broken lock, do I then know how to open the one that we failed to pick twice?
Very plausible. Make an investigation check. Not all the drawers were the same, because some of them had extra dimensional features in it.
17.
17. This one's definitely a clearly different lock. This one's heavily reinforced.
Like,
You can actually see like the lock was actually replaced at one point and replaced with a thicker, heavier lock inside of it.
can I tell? Right, so a lock has the actual locking mechanism, right? There's all the tumblers and the stuff inside, but there's something that keeps the drawer shut.
Yes.
From that investigation, could I tell where that is?
With a 17, I can tell you right off the bat, it's a multi-leveled lock on this one. You notice that it's going from the top and most likely the sides at the same time. So there's 3 points of like.
Terrible waste to try and destroy this beautiful piece of furniture.
It is truly it's like draconic, like wooden carved. It's like some sort of dark oak with a filatry with a couple of like acacias and other imported woods. Has like that checkered top to it.
Don't
Wait,
want to.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did we open the one that's above that?
That was the one you just opened, with the picture
So
in it.
there's a total of 5.
Okay, so like, hold on a minute. Because in a regular desk, when you open the drawer, you can go like up and under and into the other drawer. Like if you
That
go,
one doesn't have this one. Not all furniture, especially in a fantasy world, not all furniture has that kind of situation. But yes, there are nooks and crannies that are inside. Oh wait, are you referring to when you open it? There's like that space under like where the drawer fits into.
correct, and then like sometimes you can
pulling the drawer out.
you can get into the drawer underneath it.
Ah, brilliant. Well done.
Pull the drawer away. If it
Pull the drawer out, and then
completely
just instead of
remove-
destroying the whole desk, just destroy the thing that separates the top desk from the bottom desk.
Or if you just pull the drawer out.
If you just pull the drawer out from the top one that's locked.
From above the drawer that's above the one that's locked.
Yes.
Right. If you pull it out, you can go over the back of that drawer
Yes.
and in.
And when you actually, thinking outside the box, brilliant. You know what? I'm going to roll an intelligence check when he was installing this to see if he even thought about that. Because
you could have had a double layer.
Yeah, there
It
could be a double layer.
or it could be the
Natural,
drawer.
that's a natural 8. He did not think of that. You open it up and you can see the clear lock on the internal where you can just quite literally manually twist it and it unlocks it from the inside.
Rad.
That's funny.
You know?
It was an added lock afterward, so the furniture was already.
The furniture was locked up.
That's really. I didn't think that. I didn't think about that. You open it up and it's actually a small little like internal safe system that he has. This looks like it's where it's like a reinforced small little mini safe that's inside of it. It's actually unlocked from the inside because he just didn't. He already had that big lock on the outside, so it's like, why do I have to lock it on the inside at the same time? So it's already open, and you notice that there's several pouches of just coin inside of it that have people's ID, employee ID number.
Oh, it's payroll. I'm not taking that.
Hey, anyone
Really? Breaking and entering, but you draw the line at petty theft?
Well, I'm breaking it to find out where the person is. I don't
the small
want to.
people.
Yeah, I don't want
The
to.
second in command broke the door. We didn't do that.
I want
There's still
to.
the alarm. Brr, brr, brr.
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want to screw over the other detectives that are still working who are waiting to get paid because they probably.
You have to wait till we find out if they're
I
dead.
agree with Morgan. I don't think we should steal from people.
Like, that's not cool. Like, I mean, and that's a good way to make enemies is to. We want them to help us. We don't want to take their payroll.
You just hear Jeff. Losers.
Besides our payroll,
Shut
I
up,
think it's
Jeff.
going to be in there.
Yes.
Bad
Can I
puppy.
just like smack Jeff across the back of the head?
Oh.
That's right, you know you like it.
That's so much better than what I was going to do. Oh.
It's just Phineas about the same height.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know you like it.
Just like, oh.
Gross.
Did it leave a mark? Did it leave a mark?
Yeah.
It totally left a mark. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Plus 1 mustache up top.
Oh, God! Stop!
Oh my
This is what I have to live with, y'all.
Riding mustache
Seriously.
requires attunement.
Don't mess with the stash.
So let's just gather those little pouches up so I can give them to
Oh, Rushborn?
Resborn when he
Yeah.
comes back, because obviously we've broken it. It's open now. We don't want to just leave it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then, is there any, are there any other?
Cabinets.
You can make perception checks and stuff like that, but you pretty much found everything on here. Going to make one last perception check as you take a step back and just look at the desk itself.
Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be 20.
20. You do notice that exactly what the DC is 20. Okay, this is why you have perceptions, folks. You notice that there's drag marks that have repeatedly happened of the desk being pushed to the side.
Okay, so I'm gonna Pushed it to the side with
Yeah,
the drag mark.
it's a heavy fucking desk.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone help.
And you take a look on the floor, and there was a clear indication that there is a handle on the floor where the right side of the desk that it was covering.
Ooh.
And of course, it's locked. It's actually with it's actually not with a key. It's with a pad. So it's a turning dial pad.
No.
Like it has numbers on it.
It's like a safe.
So
How many numbers?
Oh yeah, the
Ah,
72.
72. You put
No.
72.
it's gonna be the
Is it the
That number you just-
4421373?
yeah.
Oh,
You put that in?
442.
Yeah.
373.
You
As long as I saved
find.
us a trip to the bank.
The-
Hey, this guy works security. He knows how to,
What's in it?
yeah. Well, you immediately find a safe deposit of 50 platinum.
Oh my god.
Yep. It seems like personal funds and stuff like that, or rainy day funds and stuff like that. You
So
find.
But look, I mean, his kid's got to go to college. I mean,
Ah! I love
Yeah,
it!
but he's gonna go to Bard College. Like, he's not gonna make any money.
No. No.
You find a couple like hand drawings, like a child drew 'em and stuff like that.
Close it.
Yeah.
So what's that?
This was just the top layer. Hold on, there's more.
Rockets, bazookas, high explosive.
There are.
The manifesto.
true. We should probably leave the funds here.
There are 3
We're not
familiar
thieves.
potions.
Oh.
Ah.
We're not thieves. We're just borrowing these potions. That's all. That's all we're doing.
Like we're not thieves. Definitely not. No.
There's a couple other certification in terms of like certification for citizenship in Harkern, papers for child adoption at the same time.
Oh.
What?
Putting their Bard kid up for adoption? What kind of monsters are these people?
I'm just reading out what you
Selling their
have in there
kid
and
for
stuff like
50
that.
platinum apiece.
Yeah.
I do not expect you.
You also find
Don't
a personal small little book, and you open up and page to it. It looks like a personal diary note.
Oh.
And this looks like a business diary note of like, remember this, we're going to do this, we're going to follow up with this, something's not right
anniversary,
here,
terrible day.
like that kind of diary
Freaking
note of
plot.
like, this is the on job, and at the same time, this is for my personal use only kind of situation.
Okay, I want
Fuck
to take
Gerald.
the picture that I took and I'm gonna put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shut the door and spin the lock, like
So what do you take? What do you put back?
the picture. Of,
The picture,
of-
the family picture.
Oh, the family picture.
the
You put it
picture
back
and put
in.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there because it'll be safe there.
It's
Yeah.
the safest place and the safest for the family.
And
Absolutely.
just
Yeah,
leave
because it
there.
certainly kept us out.
Yeah.
But we found the invisible ink thing. That's gonna be gone. So
That's going to be gone, but I have it now, and it's not going to go invisible.
yeah.
It's going to remain invisible.
Well,
So-
the ink, when you set time to the ink, once the ink is down, it has that set time.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, so it'll eventually disappear what the time was. Actually, you can check the ink.
Well,
It was supposed to disappear within 48 hours.
But I don't know. Wow. So he only wrote this note less than 48 hours ago.
Very recently. So many coincidences.
Well, the trail is warm.
Yeah,
Shall we get
but
going?
some of us are a little backed up.
Yeah, long rest would be needed probably.
There are the barracks nearby.
Tired.
Oh, true.
Are there any like filing cabinets or anything?
Oh, tons of them.
You're not going to turn one into a bed, are you?
That's a good idea. Sure.
No,
Better than the bathtub.
No, it's just that a lot of filing cabinets have, the same lock as every other lock. And you just kind of pull out your thieves' tools and you try them until you find one that works. Then it opens them all. Filing cabinet security, not so
These
great.
are not locked filing cabinets.
Oh, okay.
And when I say filing cabinets, they're actually more just basic cabinets. They're like bookshelf that's happened so that they have drawers and pull out, a little bit old Western type kind of situation.
Okay.
If everybody's gonna rest, I don't actually have to. Yeah.
Half elves.
I want to go. I'm like, there's two things I can do. One, go find a new damn coat, and two, I can go kind of do a little bit of foraging in that little Underdark area.
Oh, don't go
Forage?
without. Don't.
Just the first little itty bitty.
No, don't.
Forage?
Go shopping, please. Go shopping, but don't go venturing forth without us.
That's not good.
Forage.
Forage.
Forage?
Forage. Just right at the entrance there.
Just a peek.
I mean,
Pick a few
I'm
mushrooms.
not
I'll go with you.
scarred from the battle prior, but I would I could enjoy a rest, but
I think everybody probably needs a rest.
You guys are still like
I have
heavily wounded, or like some of you are still heavily wounded.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage, so. Yeah,
Only my
lucky.
wild shape did.
oh, pardon me, ow,
Yeah.
actually, ow.
You're very
Your
scarred.
teeth are hanging out.
Yeah, you're messed up, my guy.
You were surrounded.
Yes, that's right.
You weren't doing too hot.
All right.
Somebody else I thought got
Putting it
hammered
all right.
pretty
Is that a
hard.
loose tooth?
Who drank blood in here?
Or was it just him who took all the damage?
I took some, but that was
he
my
took
wild
some
shape.
damage. In your bear form,
I-
so technically, but not.
But it doesn't affect my current form.
Yeah, this is why at level 3 you don't get
True,
shit apart
true.
from second level
All right,
spells.
well,
because you're
Twice.
front loaded heavy.
Twice.
You got
I
hurt.
got hurt a little
Yeah,
bit.
everyone got hurt a little bit except for you two.
I
Tried.
Tried.
Your pride damage because of the jacket. The beeping in the office eventually stops, and about like 2 minutes later, you see Rustborn with a forged individual that is heavily one-sided and has like arcane stuff etched in his right hand. Has a traditional like private dick jacket with one of those like hats.
Nice.
And it's just like, and is currently just scanning the entire room of just individual. He's clearly the investigator of the situation of the city of Ire, here to get some answers of what happened kind of situation. Rustborn goes, hi everyone, I hope the investigation is going quickly. This has been officially been seized by the city of Ire for further investigation, so please do not touch anything else, and please vacate the facilities as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Very
And
well.
he has that eyes of like,
Well, that's agreed. All
Yeah,
agreed.
yeah.
All.
And I'm just gonna kind of
Cool.
look at him like, okay,
to Rustborn.
yeah.
He's like, 5 minutes. And you guys vacate the area.
Good place to bed down for the night.
There's the barracks right there.
Is there a good place? The barracks. The barrack. Oh, that's not a good place.
The place is still
I
locked
slept
down.
in many barracks over my lives, and those are not good places to sleep.
Agreed, but that's what's been offered, unfortunately.
These are not that bad. They're pretty good. They got the double padding.
Echo's just gonna skip to one of the beds and just jump on.
Well, we gotta
A
go
little bit of dust.
all the way to the barracks.
Top bunk.
And then, are the barracks in the same building? Are the barracks in the same?
They're actually in the subterranean level 2, and it looks like a bunch of train cars that have been taken off to the side and basically stapled to the ceiling of the opening chasm that is the Underdark. That is connected loosely with rails and stuff like that from the Mistal Archive and the trains
That's like
themselves.
loosely
Connected loosely above the Underdark. This is really comforting to sleep in.
Well, you see a couple like Minotaur, sorry, not Minotaurs. You see a couple like heavy individuals like jumping up and down on it. So it's fine. It only disconnected like 2 times.
Well, it
It's
is
fine.
better than it does look. It's not like a barrack tent, which is what I was expecting. So, all right. You get to choose
A
first.
few
one.
minutes pass by with a couple between Rustborn and the investigator that didn't introduce himself. Not uncommon. Rustborn comes over. So, what you get?
First of all, here's your payroll.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
Yeah. So that no one else.
Bob's getting paid more than me.
I'm assuming when you say payroll, you give all the payrolls.
Yeah, like the
The entire okay. Oh shit. We need this one. We'll be needing this one. We'll be needing this one. We'll send them to the family. Okay.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Mm-hmm. So before he came in, I mean,
And Cleric says something. Yeah, remove that one too. Shit. Okay, so who wants to write notes with me? Don't volunteer because it's just gonna be.
Sad.
Yeah, very sad.
I mean, I can help you write them. So if there's a place where we can speak without everyone.
He looks around at the barracks. Get out! And then immediately.
Everybody move!
He's a minotaur. You forget that.
No, I was like,
This is the guy. Is this the same one that I
There's a
gave the
second-
potion
bro-
to?
Yeah, Rustborn. He's still just going raw pecs. Looks like he's healed up a little bit more. Scarred to hell. But a lot of those scars are like, it's been there for years.
Yeah,
So
it's
this
not
is
too many
his
that I
first
can
time.
look up to.
so, I mean, this is what, kind of give him a Cliff's Notes of what we found, where we think he went, kind of some of the stuff we noticed. Maybe not. I mean, Gideon, it's up to you if you want to talk about the invisible ink and all of that.
Adorable kid.
Yeah.
It is an adorable kid. I heard the adoption actually went through about 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
What? What?
Well, he's missing, and the child has got a father.
Oh, all right. What,
It's not
Unfortunate.
like he had time to get attached.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I'm playing the wrong character.
No, I mean, the only
Feeling
thing I
better.
think that I would say is, like,
It's gonna be a real problem.
normally in these situations,
Not as sassy.
they would ask someone not come after them. I assume he
That
would do
does
the
sound
same.
like him, yeah.
I'm not saying that he did say that. I'm just saying that generally in these situations. However, he did press his SOS begin. So the question,
The question is if he actually pressed
if he
it.
actually pressed
Trap.
it, and should we go after? Should we not go after?
Now, the thing is about the SOS sequence. It was also the message didn't come through, but it was just like a raw SOS. Like, there's danger. Maybe he was trying to warn us that something was coming. That's another thing. That's
Is it text or voice?
it for his both. That's the alarming concept.
So then it was him because it was his voice.
No,
It
no
wasn't-
voice came through.
Oh.
There's two. He had an
Ethan
upgraded
said
version from the
both
badge.
ways.
There's basic badges, and then there's upgraded versions and stuff like that. His has SOS and also speech capabilities to the headquarters. That is now destroyed, unfortunately. But basically, he said he instead of speaking, he pressed it, or theoretically, he pressed it. So the indication is he asking for assistance, or is he trying to send an alert to say that something is happening, be advised? Because that train that came through, that was a war train. They exist.
Did that come through before the train or after the train?
No, that was the train that came through with a bunch of cannons on it,
Right. No, I know, but his message.
right before. Like within 10 minutes.
Warning?
Yeah.
Possible.
Probably. Good.
I think we should look.
Think we should go
Rest.
try to find him?
Do you know where he went?
We might have an idea.
You do?
Possibly the Underdark, the Underrail area.
I'm assuming you like give a. Oh, that one. Yeah, and it has like the actual name of it. It's like a bunch of dashes and numbers, and letters. It's like so it doesn't actually have a name. It's just like part of the system and stuff like that. Oh, that one. Oh, why did he go over there? Why did he take 10 men? Why did he tell me?
Questions.
The game is afoot.
No. This is the amount of breaches of securities. It's unprecedented right now.
Well, plus the clear pattern over the last week of people finding themselves in the exact same area by accident.
His eyes generally go full like cowl of face right now. Just
Question: do you know the 10 that he took?
the 10? Yes.
Are all of those 10 loyal?
If you said this before the raid, I would have said absolutely.
Have any of them returned?
No.
Okay, so there's that at least.
So now, of course, he left a message which says he wants to be found. His motive of why he wants to be found is unknown.
If it said he didn't, or
Or no, it didn't. But why would he sit?
I will say this: the chief did look increasingly on edge this past week.
It's almost like he
Maybe
was
no
being
trust.
forced. His hand was being forced. And the question is the 10 men that he took, were they actually 10 that he took, or they took him?
it's hard to say until you go. But
You are
I
jumping
just-
at shadows.
I just think it's
No
very
idea.
odd
It is odd.
that there were a bunch of kobolds and a bunch of drow who miraculously found themselves accidentally in the same place, and
You know-
nobody said anything about that.
I actually did make a passing remark saying there was a lot of extra activity in the back rooms, so to speak. But it was more like, it's like one of those things of like, if you don't really look at it, it's like, damn, has it been me or has it been extra crazy today? Kind of that kind of situation. But I'm not the one that has all the documentation and stuff like that because I'm only second in command.
But his desk did have all the documentation and the logs and of who it was and where they were found. And kobolds especially would give me pause of showing up and all being in the same place because they're not that smart.
No, they're not. And they're very noisy. Annoying. Though they are entertaining when you step on them.
They
You
do-
hear small whimpering from his hip. Shut up, you.
They are very punchable. I will say that.
It's like a bag.
Yeah, just like.
Wait, no.
Well, oh yes. Do you want to do an interrogation montage?
Sure.
Yeah, we got a kobold. And you just see this kobold is just kind of.
It smells down here.
It smells down here.
Jeff's like, I want it on that.
But with the cursory and questions that I gave him, he answered, but he's pretty stupid.
Right.
But he did mention that though he said he didn't understand why, something about that prior to them showing up here, that the chief of security won't be a problem.
Somebody thought to take him out.
Probably.
So that lends more credence to your thought that the 10 took him instead of the other way around.
That means there's a major coup happening.
Right. Exactly.
No one's safe.
That.
That's what.
The only people that can be theoretically trust are the people in here. And no offense, I appreciate what you do, but you're all sketchy. In your own way.
Rude.
Echo looks offended.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's the sketchy people that can see outside and between the lines and see what's happening when other people overlook it.
Corrupt people, no corrupt people kind of thing.
Corrupt would be the wrong word.
Yes. Good people find other good people, ones who might need a healing potion at no advance notice.
Why do you think I gave you the job?
No, I'm sketchy. It's cool.
Alright, so
He's just like, yeah.
alright. So at this point, in order to okay. So and this is just the word of a person that knows security and have seen a lot of things happen. Nothing to this level of nonsense. What I am currently thinking of to possibly give guidance of what we need to do. One, the artifact can take a sidestep. With all due respect, yes, it needs to be shipped to Rose as quickly as possible, and my employers are literally sending messages by the hour to confirm the security of that artifact. I'm just saying yes at this
Secure.
point. It's secure. It's also heavily altered because I see divine runes in it now.
Secure.
But
Yeah, it's yellower.
Shiny.
But anywho. But the military responded too quickly, so it's possible that if someone somehow got into the military's records of whoever's leading this platoon and finds out why and how they responded so quickly, I'm sure that would lead to some interesting results. And two, the chief Those are our two methods. Now, the chief could be a trap. The chief could be actually in danger, or the chief could be dead. But at the same time, if you find yourselves inside the military base of Ire, that's a whole new can of whoop that I don't want to open.
We can't just assume. I totally agree with you there.
And there's possibly at this point it's safely to assume that there was a mole inside of the Mistral Archive that was feeding information to the Sable Syndicate.
Indeed. Well, but yeah, we need to follow up on this lead to go find this guy. I don't believe we can't just leave it alone. Whether it be a trap or whether it be for real that he needs help. I think we should all just prepare for a trap and tread lightly as we
Need to find
track him down. We need to find him.
I agree.
Yes, we do. I agree. And that's a weird fist bump, actually. A feather fist
It's more of
bump.
a feather.
She's just
The
gonna-
feather's just kind of like.
She doesn't really. She has like raptor hands kind of things.
Yeah,
Her
little
feathers are like on her
Yeah,
arms.
she's got like talons, so her
Little claw
feathers
bump.
kind of end like at her wrist.
Yeah.
Just grabs it.
Clearly
So
not. very
actually,
social.
there'd just still be knuckles. It'd be more of a claw knuckle, right? All right, fine.
Her claws are strangely sharp.
Different fist. Ow! Remember? Ow!
Sorry.
Thank you.
We should also keep a eye out for the drow lady.
She's gonna like run
Yeah.
yeah, something
Acquisitions.
trying to follow them down.
Again, I don't have message spells
No,
yet.
no. We should just keep an eye out for her as we're about.
So, should we all agree that we should just get a good rest and
Very much.
prepare for the morning?
Tired.
Absolutely.
So
Can we order breakfast in?
if you're dead set on this, and I appreciate that you're going after the chief. He's a hard ass, but he's my hard ass.
Help boss.
To an extent. But anyway, I can send a service card with you because to get to this location, and he puts on the map and draws it out and actually gets like an actual official blueprint and stuff like that. It takes about with a service card about 12 hours to get there. So I can give you one of the server cards along with a couple individuals that know how to drive that train into the non-service tunnel kind of situation. And it will get you there to the point where it's not traversable anymore. You won't be able to make it all the way based off of where he's actually at. You're going to have to hoof it for about 2-3 hours to get to that spot because it's under construction. But at least it'll get you mostly there, and this cart will come with at least some beds so that you can sleep on. The reason why I suggest this because within the first 24 to 48 hours of any personnel that is theoretically being kidnapped or assaulted or captured, after that 48-hour instance, it's infinitely harder to find them.
I really like the idea of sleeping and traveling. I didn't realize he was this far away.
Well, yeah, if you look at these squares, these are square miles.
So,
There you
these are actually some of the best barrack bunks ever.
Well,
Let's
not
go.
these, but yes, I
So
was.
the train, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Is there a first-class train?
No, we're gonna do miniature train versions, buddy.
We go.
Or-
Are you going to come with?
if I go with, that means no one's running the show here.
Must protect.
I don't know. There seemed to be a lot of.
Let's just put it this way: if the second in command disappears in the middle of investigation,
There's one thing then. Is there a way that you can talk to us or we can talk to you when we go?
normally I would say yes, but right now, no, because they destroyed our communication
Wait.
center.
Does Ozzy have anything perhaps that can aid in communication that doesn't have anything to do or depend on the network?
You know what? We were going to go see him since he's the also lead engineer of Elemental Engine. So yeah, we're going to go talk to him and get the train ready, and we can ask them at the same time.
Yep.
Smash cut. You see this guy currently tighten a nut on his shoulder. Yeah, what's up?
He's tightening
Yes. So
I swear I don't do this in front of ladies. Or at least not every day.
I mean,
We're looking for something that can aid in communication between parties that doesn't rely on the network. We have to go and handle something for Rustborn, but we need to be able to talk to him at the same time.
Yeah, hold on.
this,
You see a couple of levers are pulled, and the screwdriver's still in his shoulder. It's like,
Can I just grab the screw and just keep tightening it?
yeah, oh, too tight.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that was pretty good. All right. And you hear he brings out a couple of devices, starts smashing them together, gets a hammer, smacks it a few times. You swear he's just like claying stuff together.
That's kind of big. Who's going to carry this thing?
He makes it like a backpack thing device that has a bunch of knobs and a bunch of like electrical. Right, this will be able to communicate to this little doohickey over here, and you see another one that's like twice as big that has a bunch of has literally like a ball going.
Something a little smaller.
Right, so this is a one-time use only, so make sure you make it count. This is, and he describes what it can do. It's basically a sending spell in a backpack.
I was kind of hoping for something a little bit smaller and a little bit...
Look, I made something on the nose, all right? If you give me a day, if you give me a week, I can do stuff.
Perfidious, this is your chance to shine. Please tell us you have like a special place you can put that.
It's got straps.
But no, I mean, can you make it more than one use?
No. I don't have the materials on hand. The fucking assholes took everything. And he looks where like his clearly like it has a shelf that says favorite shit ever, and it's like half of it's empty. I should really not label my good shit.
Just label it the awful shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, clearly.
Steal this, please.
No. It's don't steal this, and that's what they go for. Reverse psychology.
Well, it's better than nothing, but who's going to carry this?
I think there's a spell for
It's a
this. I
large
just can't think of
backpack.
what it is.
Hmm?
There's a spell for this. I just can't think of what it's called right now.
It's called the message spell. It's called message.
No. There's a
Or sending.
There's a different one.
We're going to have sending stones, yes, which would be sending.
No. I'll have to look it up. There's one that I'm thinking of, but
All right.
I can't think of what it's called.
Well, thank you very much for it. You can sit on the backpack. The backpack is as big as you.
Well, how much does the backpack weigh?
25 pounds.
I can wear it.
It's huge on you. You're not gonna, and it's
So
got
what have I
lightning
done?
shooting off of it.
This thing gives message.
It is the sending spell.
Sending. That's different.
Yeah.
Do you think we could have Oz wear it underneath his new cloak that he purchased? Although, does that always be running electric lightning? Can it be like only when you want to activate it?
Do you want a more powerful power source?
No. Just so that it's not always arcing lightning. So we can cover it up. So because we don't want to be like,
Draw
hello,
attention to
look,
ourselves.
come here, shoot the ones who are carrying the lightning box.
Look, I'm going to tell you what I told my two professors, and my mother, and my father, and my stepfather. If it doesn't have arcing lightning, it does not deserve in a tinker shop.
We could leave it on the train.
Yeah, you don't have to wear it entirely.
But the train might leave.
Why would the train?
But it's
Oh,
still...
Rushmore comes over, explains the situation with the train and where you guys are going. Oh, shit. Well, fuck. I'm already like 48 days overtime, so yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, alright, sure. I'll take you guys.
Oh.
We'll take the small little service train. It's a nice little thing.
Oh, so he's the one taking us.
Yeah. Well, I can't trust some of our little chucklenuts over there to take care of you.
You have to sleep.
Says who?
He's just got a pouch that runs up his arm, says amphetamines.
He flips the name tag so you don't see it. Don't worry about it.
No judgment.
Alrighty, well.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Well,
Let's
we
go
have to
save a
rest
stubborn dragon
first, right?
We have to
Okay.
rest on the train.
Before we leave, can Echo check on her communication device, see if she can have that back? Because she doesn't want to leave it out.
Oh yeah, the
She doesn't want to be without it for too long. This sounds like this is going to be a more than one day adventure, so she's going to want it back, even if it's not fully repaired.
That's fine.
And we still
She
need
can
to
give it
rest
back
before
to
we go
continue
anyway.
Well, the
repairs.
rest is
She
on
just
the train.
We'll
It's a
rest
12-hour
while on the
it's a
travel.
sentimental thing.
While
Yes,
while-
it's a 12-hour
That's fair.
ride.
That's fair.
So we'll get rocked to sleep because it's a suspended train, if I recall.
Yeah, so
Or at least-
everyone's still in the back trying to do
least
anything.
the
He hasn't
section.
had much time to actually do it.
Yeah. If it's not fully repaired, she can bring
Oh,
it back. It's just
absolutely not. It's going to
sentimental.
take actual proper time and resources and stuff like that. You go, oh, well, yeah, here you go. And Ozzy, don't you have like obligations here in the Mistral Archives? Yeah, we're fine. Oh, I'm taking some PTO. But you're not. You're going on company time and stuff like that. Fine. Jesus. HOA. I'll send one of my boys with you. I'll send a crew of 2 with the train, and they'll take you, and they'll be more than fine.
I don't trust.
You don't.
Because we know that the person feeding information was in the Mistral Lab.
And Rustborn actually comes over and goes like, "Yeah, I don't really trust anyone outside of the immediate area as well. Are we sure that Ozzy's gonna actually?" He makes a solid buck here. It would make sense that, like, do you think Ozzy is?
No,
Okay.
I don't think it's him. To be honest,
I mean, he stuck his arm in a train.
I'm a little bit concerned about
Twice.
Mr. Don't Touch Me holding the artifact.
I think he was trying to save everything, though. He was just running
Was he?
away.
Or
I think he was just get out of my way. I'm
well, he
trying
didn't
to
want it.
flee.
Yeah, because he didn't want to get blown up in it.
It's not like he stopped us from taking it from him.
Because it was too late then. Right, but who would have known about all of that to feed that information? Is all I'm saying.
Heavy head, you're going with. All right. Tell that jackass to get off my ass. Edwin, shut the fuck up. Edwin's like, okay. And Ozzy is your official train driver for this little adventure. And as you guys set off and get on the train and prep and stuff like that, we are going to end our episode here now. As you guys begin, is there any preparations you want to do before you get onto the train and head out? And start sleeping and eventually
Start
arrive?
looking at like a tuning stuff, right?
Oh, that's easily
I
done.
was-
Yeah.
I was-
Isn't it just one per rest or?
No.
Okay.
I really am going to find a clothing store before we leave. I need a coat.
Oh, you need a coat? He turns around and like swivels an area that has like a rotating room, and it's like the lost and found area.
Rad.
Yeah. and the lost and found is in quotations.
Like Ozzy.
And then,
Lost and fast.
And you
I feel like the
found
section
a
should just be
and
found.
you do find
Like,
a
they don't have to
nice leather
explain
jacket.
it.
Arguably better.
Lost and quote found.
found.
Yeah. No, roll a luck d20 just for fun to see how
Merchandising.
merchandising.
Merchandising. It's just a
19?
number.
19.
Wow, is this
What
straight
kind
at
of
19?
premium jacket do you find that fits almost perfectly?
Rad.
Like, you can describe it however you want for this leather jacket, if it's leather.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Instead of purple, I think this one is like black with red accents, maybe some gold on it.
Ooh,
Yeah, it just looks cool.
sounds good. The lost and found has helped again, says Ozzy. Anyway, arm, arm, boop, boop. And his like arm actually is the thing that makes the sound.
Steam out of his arm.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I missed it! No, I was like out of his triceps.
Can I give a pointer?
Yeah.
Maybe do this.
And Ozzy's like, damn it! I'm gonna redesign! As you guys, as the boards have been removed, as several investigators come over to, the investigator, this traditional private dick comes over and starts asking Washburn immediately, like, what are you doing? But you are not levy to that conversation because you are currently workers doing a task and stuff like that. And that will be part of next game. I hope you enjoyed this experience of this investigation, intrigue, questions, and plot holes everywhere. Yeah.
Hey.
Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
I call top bunk.